Hey, I'm just hanging out here before the radio interview tonight. We got to drive about an hour to get interviewed on Crumb's radio. We're going to do about 3 songs. And our good friend John Stroud is going to fill in for bass for me. And I met this kid that auditioned for American Idol, and he worked with Amanda Overmeyer and some of the other finalists, I guess, in Indiana. And he's going to help me do some lead guitar here. And he's been a real help with past few weeks and stuff practicing.
Bring that lead out. Sounds really cool through the...
But with the black thing here, I can't see my fingers. You want to make sure too if yours is a little bit lower. Or
the what? The treble?
Yeah, because I know that guitar's a little higher than mine.
What's your EQ? Can I see your EQ just like visually?
Mine just flat.
Yeah,
I flatten it.
Yeah.
But I take the treble and I bring it down just a little bit. Because these guitars
so it's not like biting
really,
you in the face.
they're really high.
Definitely. That's not a bad thing. But
I recorded something yesterday and I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It's too much. Final take right here.
Ready when you are. And go.
Compares nothing to the studio. Oh my god, 40-something takes. Every time we talk, you're someone else. There is for making a choice that leads to the truth you find. I'm waiting, I'm praying for you to realize what is there for you. Frank Palangi from upstate New York. You're listening to Crumbs Cafe? Sorry. I was
Hey,
going to say
you're fine.
Cafe Crumbs. I'll do it again.
Cafe
We
Crumbs.
don't have the banner up, you know, it'd be a
I'll
lot
do it.
easier.
Hey, this is solo artist Frank Palangi from upstate New York. You're listening to Crumbs Cafe at crumbs.net.
Perfect. Now say same thing, but you're listening to Crumbs Cafe here on Exit 97.7.
Exit
Wow.
97.7?
Yeah, there's no dot, there's no
Okay.
dash.
So you're listening to Crumbs Cafe at Exit 97.7.
Yeah.
97.7.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
For now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're listening to Crumbs Cafe at Exit 97.7.
WEXT.
WEXT.
Cool.
You're good.
You're good.
Syndication.
It'll sound good in the end, I promise. Alright folks, welcome to another episode of Crumbs Cafe. This is Mike Guzzo. We have here in the studio today, Frank Palangi. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
Pretty good.
I was nervous I was not gonna pronounce your last name right. Was I right on?
Palangi,
Palangi,
yep.
okay.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Yep.
Just making sure. For those who, out there who don't know exactly who you are, sort of explain to the audience who you are and what you do and what's going on with you.
Well, I'm an upstate solo artist from New York here, and up to this point, I've been writing my own music and doing sort of like one-man band CDs of doing all the instruments and recording them in my home studio.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much what I do. I play out, here, probably like Lake George to Albany range. Don't get out of the state very much to play. I try to stay more in the local area.
Yeah. Now, local is what for you? Queensbury, you said?
Lake George to Albany, but Queensbury, yeah, that's where I live. So,
Yeah.
but there's not too much going on as far as the Queensbury scene, But
Do you have many options for venues up there in Queensbury specifically?
well, I'm stuck to like bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
There's no clubs. There's no like, let's go open up for a band. None of that.
There's a couple of good brew pubs up there, and
Oh yeah, there's some good
Yeah,
places.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Lake George is filtered with stuff during the summer, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
cool. So we talk about you performing out live. Is it typically just you, or do you have a backing band as well? Or?
Just solo. Yep. I kind of consider I could do two things. The songs sort of solo acoustic, or do like a live electric set with a full band type thing. Because my
Mhm.
music is more rock, sort of hard rock driven, rather than like Bruce Springsteen or something.
Right,
Or
yeah.
Tom Petty, where it's more
Yeah.
slow acoustic or something.
So for today, who did you bring for today? Because today you're not here as a solo artist per se. You brought some other folks with
Yeah, I
you.
brought my longtime friend John Stroud. I've known him since 4th grade, and he moved back to the area. And I'm like, hey, can you fill in on bass here? Can you fill in quick?
Last minute, right?
So, yeah, my drummer I'm drumming with now was supposed to play bass, but then he got sick.
Okay.
So, and then I met David over here, and he's a really cool guy, and he's, I guess, you've auditioned for American Idol, right? Yeah, American Idol, and he's worked with was it Amanda Overmeyer and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
He found me through a post I put on Craigslist.
Okay.
So, and I'm glad you emailed me. So.
And how long ago was that?
A month ago?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
a month ago.
so recently then. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
He's a good
nice.
lead player. Oh yeah.
So you have a couple guys with you today. You're primarily a solo artist. Who is a part of the backing vocals section? How do you sort of get that backing vocal sound?
Just me. There's pedals and stuff
Do
that
tell
does
how do you actually get that?
that does backup vocals and pedals. It'll do like a third, a fifth, above or below your voice.
Yep.
Because unfortunately, people I've met so far they can't sing as far as even backup sing. So
Mhm.
it's like, all right, I'm still stuck by myself. But it's kind of like the Godsmack thing. There's one forward vocal guy.
Yeah.
But
Does he use a pedal as well, or does he have a?
I'm sure they do. I'm
Okay,
sure they use
okay.
something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you were talking about the sound. It definitely has that Godsmack feel, the Metallica vocals, a little bit.
Creed and
yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
stuff. Yep.
Do you feel that when you're playing out acoustically that you sort of have a need for drums and bass to sort of fill it in, or do you really feel comfortable playing as you?
I
as a
like
soloist?
playing by myself, but it's kind of like for now
Mhm.
type thing, because the big kickers when I went down to Nashville to start recording my record, and that changed everything.
Yeah.
So it's the way that came about actually is I went to Northern Lights to a Day of Fire concert, and they were opening up for Nonpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal was, I want to really meet Josh, the lead singer, and give him my CD. And so, make a long story short, he goes, I got a 14-hour ride back to Tennessee. He goes, I'm going to listen to this. So I figured he seemed like a nice guy, but you know, I figured most of these guys, they don't listen to stuff.
Sure, yeah.
If you gave your CD for Creed, forget it. You know.
He's got 14 hours to waste, so.
Yep. So, but he listened to it, and 2 days later, his producer Rogers Masson emailed me and said I was looking forward to hearing your stuff, and Josh told me a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
So my solo CD that I made at my house was like 12 tracks. Must have made some sort of impression on him to actually forward it to his producer.
Yep.
And from there, for 2 months of emails and phone calls, and pretty much we made an agreement. We came down and started recording.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Nashville is a totally different place than here.
So is that going to change your sound, do you think, or the
No.
direction that you're heading into?
No, I'm the rock guy going down to a country area.
Yeah.
But you don't forget too that Nashville is where rock originated.
Mhm.
You got Elvis, I think Johnny Cash, and
Mhm.
Johnny Cash, one of my influences actually.
Cool, cool.
He's got that
Yeah,
low voice.
you can hear it.
But
Because I asked, because these songs are you're just crying out for, like, give me more, loud, give me more, hits, and,
yeah,
.
I can't wait today to be like, you got an electric band, you're opening up for whoever, and I can do the electric set
Mhm.
and the electric guitars. That day will come, but I'm just, I'm mending everything,
You're slowly building a band piece by
slowly.
piece.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
seeing a small taste of that
Yeah,
today.
but I don't mind doing an acoustic rock either. It's
Yeah.
just it depends where it's at, I guess.
So you mentioned your first record that you recorded. You have the EP out now as well, right?
No, I only have a single out.
Oh,
The
okay.
single I'm Waiting is out. The 3 songs I did here are actually kind of little sneak peeks of my EP. But I recorded the whole EP with Day of Fire,
Okay.
the band Day of Fire, and they were my backing band, and Josh was kind of like my vocal coach. And it's amazing being in a top studio. Figure in a top studio. That when I left, Shinedown was flying in to record a song.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was it's funny stories. When I was eating lunch one day, it's called the drive-through studio. I was just eating lunch on the couch, minding my own business, watching TV.
Yeah.
Right back here, they're mixing a Rodney Atkins song, like, famous country
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And people walking in and out, and it's definitely the music. You feel like you're in the music center of the world, and it's just amazing.
Nice.
I can't
Nice.
explain it. The food down there is great.
The music's good.
Yeah,
The
it's
people are
really
great, and the food's even better. Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good. So the EP, you're working on it. It should be coming out soon. What do you think that process is going to be as far as releasing it? You're going to go through like a distributor. What's the sort of process to sort of get that CD in people's hands? Or do I dare say CD? Maybe it's not going to be a.
I know I'm going to do digital downloads.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
digital download cards. But the thing is, I might bypass all that, and because I'm going back down pretty soon to finish the rest of the record,
Mhm.
right? And from there, hopefully, I'd have to talk to him more, because Josh goes, listen, he goes, I think your music is 95% there. He goes, there's 100%. He goes, if I think it's 100%, he goes, I will pitch it to,
Mhm.
hopefully people you know. And Rogers, the plan is we get this whole EP done, and Rogers, hopefully, he'll
Sure.
send it his way.
Yep.
Because he knows a lot of people, and he goes, I'll do what I can. He goes, I know a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
He knows like a Capitol Records and Warner here, the studios and Music Row.
Mhm.
They have Warner Brothers right down the road, head of Sony.
It's all right there.
And I'm just walking around, I'm looking at these buildings, and just like, oh my god.
You don't see too much of that in Queensbury, do you?
Yeah.
And,
But the goal really is a record deal.
Yep.
And I'm pretty much not stopping until I get it, because I have no plan B, and this is my whole life, and this is what I do.
nice.
And